Howdy, I am Romina Del Bosque, Senior Biomedical Engineering student at Texas A&M University. This summer, I studied abroad in Rwanda with Engineering World Health, in which we went for a 2-month period to Rwanda to fix medical equipment at the hospitals and surrounding clinics. During this 2-month period, we fixed over $200,000 worth of medical equipment and 112 pieces of medical equipment.
I'm Mason Cote, and while we were in Rwanda, we got to know a lot of the locals and discover a lot of the problems that the country has, specifically in healthcare. We discovered that only half of the equipment that they owned worked, and of that half, only half of it was actually working and calibrated correctly.
The device consists of 4 components. The first is a water purity tester that will determine if the distillery units are producing pure water. The second is a temperature probe that will determine whether or not the refrigerators and infant incubators are maintained at the proper temperatures. The third is an air pressure sensor that will determine if the blood pressure cuffs are taking accurate readings. And the fourth component is a tachometer that will determine if the centrifuges are spinning at the input speed.
So the impact of this device are just a myriad of things. It's going to be able to be used for infant incubators so that you can know what temperature they're going to run at. It's going to be used for lab incubators so that you can make sure that you're culturing things at the correct temperature, as well as refrigeration, so that way you know you're not wasting any chemicals by having them be too warm or anything. The water purity tester is going to be able to ensure that the water is pure that's going into the humidifiers for oxygen concentrators and incubators, and so you know that the patients aren't going to be inhaling any sort of mold or anything that's going to grow from non-pure water. And finally, the air pressure is going to just make sure that patients are healthier overall, so you can determine if they might be pre-hypertensive or anything like that. The tachometer will be useful because it's going to ensure proper diagnosis of patients based on the lab work that they get back.
Our goals for this device are that it must be robust to withstand the adverse conditions seen in a developing country like Rwanda. It must be intuitive to use because these hospitals oftentimes have up to 3 languages spoken by the doctors at any time. It must be low cost so these hospitals can actually afford to use them and purchase them for their clinics. And at the end of this semester, we need to have a prototype for me and Haley to take back with us to Rwanda to actually put the device to the test and see how it responds in these hospitals.
Murakoze cyane.